Hello and welcome back to Frugal Gamer. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 ways that you can improve your self-esteem. Now, there are many people out there struggling to try and find something that makes them happy. Now, for a good portion of us, we actually have a mental disorder that is stopping us from being able to find this happiness. For example, I suffer from both social anxiety and I suffer from major depressive disorder, otherwise known as clinical depression. These two things make a very bad combo when it comes to trying to be an entrepreneur, but I am trying to overcome and tackle these issues of mine. And I wanted to talk about the ways that you can improve your self-esteem, because self-esteem is the biggest way that you can make a difference when it comes to these mental disorders. Your self-esteem really paves the way for if you're going to be happy and or successful. Number 1 is going to be exercising. Now, exercising can help you physically. That's the first way it helps you. When you exercise, it depends on what your exercise is that you're actually working on. For example, you could be doing martial arts, or what's that other one? I can't remember the name of it, but there's all sorts of different ones: martial arts, yoga, aerobics. Now, it helps you physically first. The physical aspect is probably the most important thing to focus on when you're trying to get out of this rut that you're in. For example, what I did was I started working out every day. Now, mind you, I did not do an extreme amount. I followed what I call the 50-25-15 rule. I'll discuss that in another video, but I noticed that physically I was becoming stronger. This helped me to become more confident because I knew that I was able to not only lift things more, but I didn't need as much help from other people because of this. Now, this ended up helping me not only with that, but it also helped me with my hypertension. I have moderate hypertension, and I've been trying to find different ways to lower my blood pressure so that I'm not always tired and fatigued, and I'm not always feeling confused and all these different things. So the second way that it helps you is mentally, because when you work out, what you're doing is not only are you exercising your body, but you're giving your mind a little bit of a break. That's something that not many people touch up on when it comes to exercising, but when you're exercising, you're focusing on this small goal that you're trying to achieve. And what that does is that gives you a break from thinking about everything else that is on your mind that you're worrying about. For example, what I did last night is, after my cat fell asleep from miscarrying and doing all that, I was very stressed out. So what I did is I followed the exercising rule that I discussed a couple seconds ago. But I followed that rule, and then I did 3 different things, just so it would be an extended amount of time that I was giving my brain a second to really step back, breathe, remember, this is just temporary. This is just a time that is bad. And then, because it helps you both physically and mentally, you have a much better, I don't want to say understanding, you have a much better idea of where you are at that point in time, and it can really help you to step back, because exercising, like I said, helps you to step back, breathe, look at what's going on, or not just look at what's going on, but look at what your goal is and then you focus on achieving it. You don't worry about anything else, you focus on achieving that goal. And that ultimately, that little bit, helps you in the long run. It really does. This helped me emotionally because it made me realize I can do so much more than I think I can. So let's try doing these baby steps like I've been doing with my exercising, and we'll work our way up from there. And then number 2 is actually going to be posture. Now, if you notice in some of the videos, there are more videos of me trying to improve my posture. Now, improving your posture does a lot of things. One of the things that improving your posture does is it makes you look taller. For example, this is me slouching, and then this is me improving my posture. Now, when my posture is like this, I look like I'm a couple inches taller. Not only that, but when I'm standing straight, what you'll notice is that my stomach is not out. But if I slouch, it starts to bulge a little bit. So if you are having problems with self-esteem, one of the ways that you might want to try first before anything is your posture. Once you start working on your posture, you can move into exercising, or you might want to do vice versa. You never know, because there are exercises that help you to improve your posture, and you can hit a twofer right there. But posture can also help with, if you are a woman, I know a lot of people feel this way. If you are a woman and you feel that your breasts are small, do not tell yourself that until you've improved your posture, because like I said already, it's going to make that bulge go away. It's going to make you not look like you're as big, and on top of that, it's going to make you look like you are quite a bit thinner. Now, when you look like you're thinner and you don't look like you have that bulge, your breasts will pop out more. On top of that, simply improving your posture, even if you are still big, your boobs are going to pop out so much more. I've seen the difference, and I'm somebody that truly believes that I do not have the breasts to proportionalize with my body. But my husband disagrees. But posture can improve these things. It can also help with back problems. Back problems are one of those things that can have a very great effect on you. So when you improve your posture, you're helping yourself physically, you're helping yourself mentally because you're not worrying about, oh my gosh, I'm so fat, or whatever the case may be. And then in turn, that can help your emotional stability or emotional status as well. Posture was probably one of the biggest things that helped me with my depression. Like, I was sitting there just thinking, like, man, I'm not getting anything that I want done. I'm not doing anything. I don't look great. I'm having all these problems. When I improved my posture, a lot of those problems went away. So my back problems almost instantaneously just vanished. Almost, anyway. I mean, I want to say it took about 3 days to make a difference. Once I started to really improve my posture, I mean, it's going to take a second to actually improve your posture, but once you do, it's going to be almost instantaneous, the effects that it has on your self-esteem. Now, the third thing that I wanted to touch up on is actually going to be your diet. Now, I touch up on the whole diet thing a lot, and it's because when you're sitting there eating a whole bunch of junk food, you really feel like shit. Not only do you feel like shit, but you're probably going to have the runs. And if you don't have the runs when you get fast food, you're eating it too much. This basically means that you're not getting enough vitamins that humans require in order to have a healthy, not only body, but mind. You are also getting more harmful chemicals and preservatives and all that gunk into your system. You are voluntarily putting that into your system, stuff that shouldn't even be there. But your diet, if you switch from eating fast food to eating at home, there is so much of an improvement with the quality of your food. It is amazing. Not only is it amazing, it's going to be amazing on your budget, on your health, on your mind. It's just extraordinarily helpful to eat from home. I actually switched from eating a lot of fast food to eating from home mostly, and I cannot tell you how much I have improved myself since I started to do that. Number 4 is going to be challenge. Now, what I mean by challenge is I want you guys to try and challenge yourself with trying out a new skill, or make a goal with a recently learned skill, or whatever the case may be for you. For example, I'm studying Bootstrap for my web development. It's to help my websites be more mobile friendly. So like how you see the difference from a laptop screen when it comes to Facebook compared to the mobile screen on Facebook, that's where Bootstrap becomes a thing. It makes that difference. It makes that sizing difference and the spacing and all that. Challenging yourself can actually really be a good thing as long as it's something you really want to learn. My Japanese learning helped me a lot too. But moving on. Number 5 is going to be mirror motivation. Mirror motivation is probably the least taxing thing on this list, and it takes the least amount of time. All you do is you look in a mirror and you say, you got this. Whatever you're doing today, you got this. Whatever's going to happen, you got it. You go out there and kick today's ass. You look yourself in the mirror and you just tell yourself that you're going to get through it. That you got it. Nothing's going to really get in your way. Anything that gets you down, you got it. You can get through it. You can do it. You got to motivate yourself, because if you can't motivate yourself, who the hell is going to do it for you? Especially if you are somebody that is around a lot of toxic people, you really need to sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and say, you got this. Do it. Do that thing you want to do today. Oh, you're not going to smoke a cigarette for 8 hours? You got it. Do it. Prove me wrong. Do it better. Go 10 hours if you can. Do it. So those are some of the things that can help you with your self-esteem. Mirror motivation is one of those things that I don't do a lot myself, but I have heard so many things from so many people about how great it is to sit there and look at yourself and just motivate yourself for a couple minutes. I've started to do it, and I've kind of seen a little bit of a change, but you should try to make an effort to do this every single day, every morning, every night, whenever is the best time for you. Do it whenever you can, and just try to make sure you're doing it every day to see the maximum results. Alright, that was 5 ways that you can improve your self-esteem. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about these ways to improve your self-esteem. If you've used one of these, go ahead and comment down below if you have, or if there's something on this, or if there's something that you've tried that's not on this list, go ahead and leave it in the comments. That was it for this video, so bye-bye.